Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kudzai. On my channel we discuss all things pop culture, everything to do with your faves, music, fashion, all that good stuff. So in today's video I'll be discussing the influence, the impact and the popularity of Justin Bieber. Okay, one thing that you need to know about me is that I am a retired believer. I have been stanning Justin Bieber pretty much since I was a teen, and I was heavily obsessed with this man. I'm obviously much older now, so the obsession has definitely died down. As someone who's followed Justin Bieber's career pretty much from the start, one thing that I have always picked up on and noticed is that apart from the fans and his fandom, he's not really given enough credit or given his flowers in terms of how he's actually impacted the music industry. I just feel like as a retired believer, it is my duty to just do this video. I've had this idea for quite a while now, and it's so funny because all the drama surrounding him and Hailey and Selena has just been floating around on the internet, and I just feel like this might be a time to kind of like take people's minds away from that drama for a hot second and kind of refocus or put their attention to something else, which could be this video. I just think it's time. It's time to discuss Justin Bieber's overall impact on the pop music landscape and pop culture as a whole. And I know a lot of you guys will be like, what are you talking about, girl? Justin Bieber has no impact on pop music, but he does. Now, I have to do a disclaimer. I know many people are quickly drawn to the tabloid and the gossip and the seedy details of Justin Bieber's personal life, but in today's video, we will be discussing nothing of the sort. We will solely be discussing Justin Bieber, the musician, the artist, the global phenomenon. We are not discussing Hailey versus Selena, his crazy love triangle, his history of substance abuse. We're not discussing that, though they are important to highlight. But if you are interested in finding out how he has actually impacted the music industry, then please stick around. I'm sure we all know Justin Bieber's rise to fame is a classic rags to riches story. Born on the 1st of March 1994 to his mother Patty Millett and his father Jeremy Bieber, Justin began his career busking on the Avon Theatre steps, going to local singing competitions and just singing for his family and friends. Born and raised in a small town in Canada with no industry connections, who would have thought that Justin Bieber would be the next big thing? Enter 2007. His mother Patty decides to post a video of Justin singing Neo's So Sick. Patty would share frequent videos of Justin singing on his YouTube, but one video caught the eye of Mr. Scooter Braun. Skip forward a few years, Justin Bieber's famous now. Everyone kind of knows him. He's like this teen heartthrob. The girls are swooning over him. And when Justin Bieber rose to fame, his credibility as an artist was instantly questioned. From early on in his career, Justin experienced an immense amount of hate, ridicule, and honestly just overall negativity surrounding his appearance, his voice, his looks. Now, when you thrust a 15-year-old into worldwide stardom, love quickly turns to hate. As we all know the story that goes with child stars, you get loved by the media, they butter you up, they put you on a pedestal, and then they tear you down, which was exactly the case with Justin Bieber. When he was just being an innocent kid, he was called all sorts of names, and then when he tried to shed that child image, he was then laughed at and ridiculed for his failed attempt at being a bad boy. And honestly, all of this hate and ridicule around him as a person would later lead to a dismissive attitude towards the singer's career. Despite Justin's multiple efforts to prove his musical talents and to prove his authenticity as an artist, it was never enough. This has been an ongoing discourse online and in pop culture for years now. Who is the Prince of Pop? Does Justin Bieber deserve that title? Blah, 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 blah. In the past, Justin has chimed in himself and said that he never wants to be compared to Michael Jackson. And let me just make this clear before anyone gets their knickers in a twist. In this video, we are not comparing Justin Bieber to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is untouchable. We don't go there. But I find it very interesting that someone who has reached the level of stardom and fame and success that Justin Bieber has is still questioned on whether he is deserving of that title. I don't know if it's just like a little bit of bias in me. Whether you think he deserves the Prince of Pop title or not, every achievement in Justin Bieber's career justifies him having that title. The incredible success story of Justin Bieber had many wanting to replicate his career. Think Shawn Mendes, Austin Mahone, Conor Maynard, even One Direction all fell into the trap of being compared to or marketed as the next Justin Bieber. And hear me out, I'm not saying that these artists wanted to be the next Justin Bieber, but let's be honest, there was a sequence of back-to-back Justin Bieber lookalikes or copycats that wanted to basically act or sing similar songs like him to have the same kind of success that he had. I think this was never a smart move from the record labels or their management, because at that time Justin was only growing bigger and bigger. Like the time that Shawn Mendes was coming in, or Austin Mahone, like especially Austin Mahone, even Cody Simpson, like these people were entering the music industry at a time where Justin was probably at his peak in his career. It was just never gonna work out. Trying to market people as the next, even like the next Beyonce, like the next Rihanna, there will never be that person, you know what I mean? Like you can compare and be like, oh, his career is similar to this person, but that person will never be the original. Same thing with Nicki Minaj. There's only gonna be one of that person, and Justin Bieber in this case was one of one. He himself as a person, his art, as an artist, yes, there's going to be better artists than Justin Bieber to come. However, his career story, his background, his success story, that will never be replicated. And if it is tried and attempted, it just, in my opinion, I just don't think it works. Justin Bieber's music, fame and image have completely revolutionized the way pop music has been performed, consumed and marketed, which in turn led to an increase in popularity of teen child stars. This is one thing that I think a lot of people definitely do not give him credit for, and this is something that I just have to highlight because I think it's insane that we don't talk about this enough. We don't talk about how Justin Bieber single-handedly pioneered a trend on YouTube of young people posting covers with the hopes to be just as successful as he was, making Justin Bieber the blueprint for future teen stars. After Justin Bieber's successful launch of a career coming from YouTube, thousands of kids wanted the same thing to happen to them. Think artists like Tori Kelly, Chloe and Halle, they all got discovered from YouTube. I think Tori Kelly might have actually gone on an American Idol or something, but still using YouTube as a platform to showcase music or showcase your musical talents or your voice. This trend literally was birthed because of Justin Bieber, and I think that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, because I'm not saying that there wasn't other singers at that time trying to post covers before Justin Bieber even went viral. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is people saw Justin Bieber's video, saw his success story and where he came from and thought, I want a piece of that cake, let me try and do the exact same thing. It worked for some people, it didn't work for others. Either way, it was a trend that he pioneered. I want to read you guys an excerpt from a book that I was reading on Lady Gaga and the sociology of fame. There was a really interesting part in this book that I want to mention that kind of coincides and goes along with what I'm saying about how Justin Bieber pioneered this trend on YouTube. Let me read it exactly from my iPad. So yeah. Lady Gaga and the Sociology of Fame, the rise of a pop star in an age of celebrity. It says, and I quote, Lady Gaga is rivaled perhaps only by teen sensation Justin Bieber, who likewise reached global stardom after the once new online technologies were already in place and established, though not yet adequately recognized by music industry insiders. I don't think I really need to say any more than that. Remember the virality of the song Sorry, the virality of the song Where Are You Now? Like, after those songs were launched, like, stars and singers all over the world started trying to play around with those sounds. I'm not saying EDM music was not already popular, of course it was, and so was house. But he helped popularize it. It's okay to admit that, guys. I think we can all agree that Justin Bieber's popularity is pretty high. No matter if you like him or not, his popularity is undeniable. Everybody knows this man. He's so famous. Like, I can't actually imagine being as famous as he is. Like, that level of fame is quite scary, in my opinion. I feel like the release of Baby was the start of Justin Bieber, the money-making machine. Within just a year of this guy's debut, there were dolls, there were Justin Bieber toothbrushes, there was Justin Bieber bedsheets, there was cardboard cutouts, perfumes, documentaries, pajamas, books, so much merchandise. Basically, Justin Bieber was being used as a cash cow, let's be so real. He made his label, his team, so much money at such a young age. Anything that had his face on it was gonna sell out. The girls wanted the Biebs. In 2011, my mum bought me Justin Bieber pajamas. I was so gassed, so excited, but I wasn't the only one. Millions, bajillions of fans all over the world were buying into anything that had his face on it. We know this is a reoccurring thing with child stars, which is honestly problematic in itself. To make such a young person just be used as a cash cow, I don't know, I think it's quite sickening, to be honest. Like, I don't know, like, he was literally such a baby. I just can't. Like, when you look back at some of your favourite celebrities or child stars that you grew up with and you look back at their career in retrospective, you just think, wow, they were working so hard when they shouldn't have been. At the peak of Justin Bieber's career, his fan base was unstoppable. His fan base was probably the most powerful fan base on earth, and I'm not even kidding. Like, armies were powerful, but nobody had anything on teenage girls screaming Justin Bieber. Nobody had anything on teenage girls who dedicated their lives to this man. He had a chokehold on us. Like, another reason why I feel like he really does deserve his flowers and deserves to be in conversations like this about impact and legacy and living legends is because he has broke records of past legends, namely Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson. It takes a certain kind of influential artist, musician, celebrity even, to break those kind of records. Justin Bieber was the most googled person from 2009 to 2013. Of course, he's obviously one of the best-selling music artists of all time. He's the youngest solo artist with 8 albums, peaking at #1 on the US charts. I think one of the biggest things that proved his popularity, even if people hated him, was his Baby music video, guys. His video was one of the most viewed videos on YouTube for years, if not the most at one point, and it was also the most disliked on YouTube. Having the most disliked music video on YouTube is very fucking shitty, especially since this guy had his career launched off of YouTube. Like, he was so young. I can feel myself getting passionate again. But he was really, really young to be receiving this level of hate and criticism at like 15 years old. Of course, you can recognize the undeniable privilege that Justin Bieber had from the start of his career, which obviously adds to his success, being that he is a straight white male in the music industry. In no way am I saying that that didn't influence his popularity. However, in the same breath, I think it's fair to acknowledge that since the rise of Justin Bieber, no artist has managed to achieve what he has done. His career and success story and popularity has just, it just skyrocketed out of the blue, and it turned into something like absolutely insane. So I'm not saying he is the biggest pop star, but I think arguably he could be considered. Like, think 10 years from now, when you look back at the biggest, some of the biggest stars of your generation, of the time that we're living in, like, his name will pop up. His name will continuously pop up. It's interesting that Justin Bieber's rapid rise to fame led so many people to believe that he'd just be a one-hit wonder. Like him or not, Justin Bieber remains one of the most prominent pop icons in pop culture history. I feel like his career longevity is a testament to his ability to remain consistent. His uncommon start to fame paved the way for future budding singers to showcase their musical talents on social media. Honestly, it comes down to this guy that was discovered for his talent. He never wanted to be famous. He didn't go on the X Factor. He didn't go out searching for all these record labels. He didn't try to be famous. It just happened to him. As much as I'm sure he doesn't enjoy being worldwide famous, he's made such an impact on pop culture, and I feel like his legacy will still be strong, like regardless of whether he wants to continue doing this or continue being in the limelight. I don't know, but I think his legacy and his credibility as an artist and what he has done for pop music landscape shouldn't be questioned. Above everything, I think the real appeal or interest into Justin Bieber's fame and into his success story is that it was such an uncommon start, and I think that there's something so authentic and normal about Justin's rise to fame. I just think it's fair to give artists their flowers whilst they're still here, and that's basically what I wanted to do with this video. We finally reached the end. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know. If you didn't, let me know. If you have any other discussions or any other topics that you'd like me to touch on in my YouTube videos or on my YouTube channel, let me know as well. Or don't forget to follow me on all my socials. They'll be linked down below. Give me a like, a subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.